Hello and welcome back to the Curiosity Kingdom. Today we are going to have a discussion on a really interesting topic, that is yoga. This is a 1 month special video. Curiosity Kingdom has turned 1 month. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Curiosity Kingdom. Give this video a thumbs up because it takes a lot of effort to present such a video, and watch this video till the end. So let's start. As usual, I am Hatha Yoga, your host for the day, and let's begin. In this lecture, what we will learn about what is yoga. We come to know about the history of yoga, about the types of yoga, aim and benefits of yoga. Then I'll give you the answers to some general questions which come regarding yoga, about the International Yoga Day, and some interesting quotes on yoga. So let's begin. So for most of us, what yoga is this: performing poses or making postures. But no, yoga is much more than that. What do you think? The type of yoga we are familiar with is just a branch of yoga, that is Hatha Yoga. We'll learn about what actually yoga is later in this video. For now, we'll know what the word yoga means. Yoga comes from the Sanskrit root word yuj, which means to join or to combine. Sanskrit root word yuj. Hence, it is the union between the body and the different aspects of life. What are the different aspects of life? These are aspects such as our soul, our nature, our environment. This is the aspects, and the union between them is yoga. And as yoga does, it brings peace and harmony to our thoughts, and by this it brings peace and harmony to our words, and thus peace and harmony in our action. So in all, yoga brings peace and harmony. So now we come to know how this concept of yoga came into existence and what actually yoga is. So let's know it in the history of yoga. So before we begin, one very important thing, that we are not sure that when yoga started. The reason being that there are a lot of things which are hindering this research. Thing number one is that in the beginning, yoga had a quite secretive nature. Means it was not open for all. Only a particular class of people could do yoga. Moreover, it was taught orally from one person to another. Oral transmission was there. And if it had written records, then it was on fragile palm leaves, which were often damaged, destroyed, or they even got lost. So what we have traced yoga, that it came 5,000 years ago. But you will find many who will argue that no, yoga came 10,000 years. But for this video, we'll keep yoga as 5,000 years ago. So yoga's long rich history can be divided into 4 main periods of innovation, practice, and development. These 4 periods are the pre-classical yogic period, the classical yogic period, the post-classical yogic period, and the modern yogic period. Or pre-classical yoga, classical yoga, post-classical yoga, and modern yoga. So let's know about them. First, the pre-classical yoga. In this, yoga began or came into existence. So yoga began in the Indus Saraswati civilization in North India over 5,000 years ago. The oldest written text about yoga can be found in the Rig Veda. Rig Veda is one among the 4 Vedas. The Vedas are a Hindu spiritual text. Okay. So at that time, yoga was a type of ritual. Then further, yoga was developed and redefined by Brahmins and Rishis, who documented their work in another Hindu text, that is the Upanishads. Now we come to across a really renowned yogic sculpture, that is a Bhagavad Gita. It was also a Hindu religious text. Okay. During that time, what actually yoga was, it was a sacrifice of ego through self-knowledge. I mean, it was more focused on meditation types of thing, or attaining knowledge, that is GYAAN, or doing service. At that time, yoga was this. This is classical yoga. So during the pre-classical yoga, the thing was that there were various concepts in different parts of India, and these often contradicted or conflicted against each other, and there was a complete mishmash in the yoga world. So then what happened? Patanjali, named a sage in India, brought up the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, which were the first systematic presentation of yoga. The first time yoga was presented in a systematic way. What he did, he described the path of RAAJ Yoga. RAAJ Yoga is often considered to be the classical yoga. Patanjali organized the practice of yoga into an 8-limbed path that contain different steps and stages towards reaching enlightenment. What is enlightenment? We'll talk about it later. According to Patanjali, it is the union between the internal consciousness to the universal. This he defines RAAJ Yoga as the union of internal consciousness to the universal. Patanjali is considered to be the father of yoga. Next we come to the post-classical yoga. So few centuries after Patanjali's Yoga Sutra came, what happened? The yogic master created a system of practices that were designed to rejuvenate the body and prolong life. At that time, yoga was a mind exercise, but now they are focused on the yoga to be a physical exercise. They rejected of the teachings of ancient Vedas and embraced the physical body as the means to achieve enlightenment. At that time, knowledge or our soul was considered to be the means to achieve enlightenment. They introduced Tantra Yoga. Tantra is a type of yoga that weaves together many different practices such as mantra meditation, visualization, mudra, that is postures, pranayam, you might have heard about it, and the initiation of study of the inner universe to our human body. So this was like a physical as well as spiritual connection, and it was body-centered practices. This led to the creation what we primarily think of yoga is, that is the Hatha Yoga. So now we come to the modern yoga. This period of yoga was based more on Hatha Yoga, that is the yoga of postures. It began when in 1893, Parliament of Religion in Chicago, when Swami Vivekananda wove the attendees with his lecture on yoga and the universalities of world religion. This was the time when modern yoga spread was initiated by Swami Vivekananda. Then in 1920s and 1930s, Hatha Yoga was strongly promoted and was spreading very fastly in India with the work of T. Krishnamacharya and Swami Sivanand and other yogis who were practicing Hatha Yoga at that time. Many yogic institutions were set up that do different types of teachings regarding yoga. Most of them were specialized in Hatha Yoga. What was Sivanand did, he made really 200 books on yoga. He was a prolific author. He established 9 ashrams and numerous yoga centers where people would come and learn yoga. And at this time and in the previous class, yoga was open for all. Means there was not a particular class. Everyone can do it. The importance of yoga, or the importation of yoga to the West was still at a trickle. Means it was not well known in the Western countries. But it started spreading when Indra Devi opened a yoga studio in Hollywood in 1947. Since then, many more Western and Indian teachers have become pioneers and they are popularizing Hatha Yoga. Okay, so what is yoga? Now we come to a conclusion regarding all these things. See, what we found that though throughout the period yoga has changed, but its aim is still somewhere the same, that is to attain enlightenment. And what is enlightenment is quite a debatable topic, but what I found the best definition is that true happiness comes when people get a break from all the noises in their heads. And if we achieve that escape, we have achieved enlightenment. So see, you can see over here, when we are in our life, we come up and end up in stress situation, when our mind is full of different thoughts and a lot of noise in our mind. Okay, so if we get a break from this, if we escape this situation, we have reached enlightenment. Okay, in our life we end up in stress or in condition when our mind is full of negativity or full of different kind of thoughts, or we found ourselves really confused. And at that time, if you perform a pure activity or certain activity that makes you feel relaxed, makes you calm, so that is yoga. And doing this has many ways. You can do it by different ways. What are these? I'll tell you. And this we can cover under the types of yoga. What are the types of yoga? First is the Bhakti Yoga, or the yoga of devotion. So for a person, enchanting prayers, singing hymns, or reading spiritual text, or doing something spiritual makes him relax, make him calm. So that is a yoga for him. This is Bhakti Yoga, or the yoga of devotion. Next is Karma Yoga, the yoga of selfless service. When you are doing certain things without the hope of any fruit, you are just doing because you want to do better for others. So that is Karma Yoga, the yoga of selfless service. Like you can see here, mom and grandmother is cooking. They are cooking for the family. They were sure that they won't get anything, but they are doing a selfless service. So that is a yoga. There is Gyan Yoga, the yoga of knowledge. So in this, for a person reading certain things, studying about particular topics, they makes them feel calm, make them feel relaxed. They are just focused on the book which we are reading, about what they're studying. They don't know what else is going, they are just focused. So that in itself is a yoga. Next we come to meditation or the Raj Yoga, which is a yoga of meditation. So if there's a person sitting in a place and closing his eyes and chanting the word Om, okay, that in itself is a yoga. It makes us feel calm, makes us feel relaxed. And this is known as the Raj Yoga, which was defined by Patanjali, if you remember, as a union of the external inner consciousness with the universal. Okay, next we come to Hatha Yoga, through which we all are familiar with. That is the yoga of postures, in which we perform specific certain types of postures. So this is Hatha Yoga. Okay, if you are doing exercises like this, making postures with complete mind, that is also Hatha Yoga. So, what are the aim and benefits of yoga? So see, it keeps ourselves relaxed and makes us calm. Okay, and it gives us peace, it makes us peaceful. It helps us to get rid of all the negativity that dwells in our mind. It makes us open-minded, and it makes us to identify what is the evil, the bad habits in our life, and to stay away from it or to stop doing them. It makes us energetic and fresh. Whenever we are tired and we do yoga, we feel energetic and fresh. Why? What is the reason why Hatha Yoga at this particular point of time is promoted? Is that our life is full of bad habits, like junk food and so on. So Hatha Yoga is a good way to keep ourselves physically sound, and it's a good way to cleanse our body completely from inside. When we sweat, it cleans our body. Okay, it makes us fit and intellect in ourselves. It develops an intellect in ourselves. Okay, so this is the aim and benefit of yoga. Now we come to talk about the International Yoga Day. So International Yoga Day in itself is a really big milestone in the history of yoga. So what is the International Yoga Day? The United Nations declared the 21st June to be observed as the International Yoga Day every year. The idea of International Yoga Day was first proposed by the present Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. During his speech at the United Nations General Assembly UNGA on 27 September 2014, he first mentioned the idea of International Yoga Day. Following the same path, on 11 December 2014, India's permanent representative Ashok Mukherjee introduced the draft resolution in the United Nations General Assembly to make 21st June the International Yoga Day. It got the support of 177 members and was adopted. So the reason why 21st June was taken, there are many days, was given by Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, as this day was the longest day of the year in the Mars Northern Hemisphere, and it was the shortest day in the Southern Hemisphere, and this day has special significance in many parts of the world. Even it has special significance in the yoga. So what happens on International Yoga Day? Huge mass gatherings, social gatherings are observed throughout the world in many countries, where people come together and they perform yoga. This day is very significant in the history of yoga. So the logo for the International Yoga Day is this. You can see a person doing yoga, and this is the mass gathering which occurs in India. This is an Indian gathering on Yoga Day. On this day, even the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, does yoga. So it's a quite nice initiative in boosting yoga's popularity in the world. Now some general Q&A. So for what time period should we do yoga? In our life, we often find, especially for adults, that they don't have time, they are busy with their schedule. So they don't have an hour or so to take out for yoga. So see, yoga is quite a fast type of thing. According to many yogi gurus and what all research I was able to bear, I found that 15 minutes per day is enough for Hatha Yoga to start getting the advantages. And if you make yourself comfortable 15 minutes, then try taking out 5 minutes and increase your time. So many people don't do yoga because they think that I'm not flexible, so how can I do this? But see, for those who are not flexible because the body have got quite rigid, yoga is the must. You do yoga slowly, your body will start becoming flexible, and then you can do the complex things. So you start from the basics, and then slowly you can gradually upgrade your postures. Then where should I do? See, yoga can be done anywhere, in any surrounding. More preferably if you go to a calm place, it's better. But anywhere it is okay. If you have time, so you can try going to places full of trees, full of birds, in a natural place full of trees, so it would be better. But anywhere yoga can be do. The main thing is that you should have your 100% mind focused on this. On that time you should not think of something, yes, oh my god, I don't have money, or I don't have this, or anything like that. You should just be focused on what you're doing. So, in one very important thing that comes, that yoga is for a particular religion. No, yoga is not for a particular religion. Everyone can do yoga. It's not a ritual of Hindus at present. It is a philosophy. It is a way of living life. Okay, and it is a way which improves you. So it is not a particular religion, that particular religion people can't do it. Everyone can do it. So is it required to do other types of yoga with Hatha Yoga? No. Yoga can be done, any type of yoga which you feel you can do, which you are comfortable with. The reason at this point in time everyone focuses on that Hatha Yoga is that to make ourselves physically strong. So I told you that our bad habits have started dwelling in our life. And for this we need to overcome with this, and we need some physical activity. People are now sitting on their chairs and not doing anything. So for that Hatha Yoga is promoted. But any yoga does itself. Hatha Yoga is more preferable because it gives us physical benefit. Now we move on to some quotes. This is a quote taken from the Bhagavad Gita. It says that yoga is the journey of the self, through the self, and to the self. What does this mean? That yoga, when we do yoga, we sit in a calm and peace surrounding. If you are even in a noisy place, our mind gets focused in such a way that we don't understand what all is going on. That we are in a quite peaceful surrounding. Thus we get time to think of ourselves, and thus we go through a journey through the self, by the self, through the self, and to the self. We understand ourselves. So this is a good, very nice quote which I thought to share with you. Another is, you are only a yoga class away from a good mood. So I saw that a person was looking quite stressed and he was quite annoyed, okay, and he was shouting that oh my god and something like that. And then a person comes and says to him, you are only a yoga class away from a good mood. This shows that when you do yoga, you feel relaxed, you feel calm, even your mind becomes joyful. Okay, so this is a really nice quote. So by this we come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Do like the video, please subscribe and comment how you like this video. Want to suggest any topic, do comment it below. Or if you want that I have missed something, do tell me below in the comment box. Thank you for watching, and keep doing yoga, stay fit, stay healthy and stay safe. And God bless you all.